cooperative with us, we're going to be cooperative.
I'm cooperative.
Okay. Did these people ask you to leave, sir?
No, they didn't.
They haven't asked you to leave?
No, they said I couldn't record.
Okay. So did they ask you to stop recording?
Yes, they did.
Times?
So multiple times. But as you guys know, as law enforcement officers, the Constitution gives me the right to freedom of the press, and it doesn't trump my constitutional rights as I'm engaged in a constitutional activity. I'm at a public meeting, and I'm disseminating information that goes out to the benefit of the public.
Well, I mean, whoever's running the meeting doesn't want you recording. So
when you're okay, I get that. When you're in public, you have no expectation of privacy in public. This is a public meeting. That's how it was put out.
Meeting, but it's a private property.
Once it becomes a public meeting, you can't individually pick who you want.
It's public.
Here,
then obviously you're gonna have to leave. Thank you so much.
But I wasn't asked to leave. I was asked to stop the recording.
That's fine. But I'm just saying, if they want you to leave, then I'll ask you to leave, and if you refuse to leave, then you can trespass me.
Well, if you do that, then I'm gonna get you on camera. I'm notifying you that you are denying me my constitutionally protected activity, which is a violation, which would make you lose your. Wait, can I finish?
Lady right here.
I know, but if you no, I'm not. You're not listening to me. If you do not uphold the Constitution in your oath, you would be violating my civil rights, and then you'll lose your qualified immunity, and then I will sue the city.
So, I'm not sure if he explained that this is a private building. We've asked him not to.
I just explained to him it's a private building.
We have people tripping over the tripod, and he just...
Not true. Look, I have it on tape. That's not true.
Okay, so do you want him to leave?
We've asked him to several times.
Okay, he just told me you guys haven't asked him to leave.
You asked me to stop recording.
We told him if he couldn't stop recording, he needed to leave, and he refused. So, yes, we did.
They want you to leave.
I appreciate it.
So you guys aren't going to uphold the Constitution and my First Amendment rights? It's not a private event, ma'am. It's a public event.
If you let me finish talking before you interrupted me, you
okay.
would have heard what I said.
De-escalate. De-escalate a little bit.
I'm telling you what I'm going to say because you keep interrupting me. They have asked you to leave, and I'm asking you to leave nicely. So if you do not want to leave, she's going to sign a private person's arrest form to...
Yeah. Okay. My question is this. My question is this. You are asking me to leave a public meeting, which is in public and defamation of the public, in violation of my constitutional rights.
It's in a private building.
It doesn't matter. It's a public meeting in violation of my constitutional rights.
Well, she's asked you to leave, and we're asking you to leave. Do you have credentials that you're a press?
Right here.
Well, that's a T-shirt, sir. They give you credentials that comes on a lanyard.
Where in the Constitution do you go to get credentials when it's in the Constitution? Freedom of the press.
Okay, but you can't
Freedom of the press. Yes, she can. That's what the Constitution has it.
Well,
do you understand the law? Do you understand the law?
If they've asked you to leave, and I've asked you to leave again, so this is the third time I'm asking you to leave. It's going to be up to you whether you want to get in your car peacefully or you want to go to jail because she's going to probably sign the private person's arrest to arrest you. Sure.
Now, let me ask you this. For the trespassing law, I would have to have violated a disturbance. I have to make a disturbance or something of that nature. Am I correct?
Which you have because she asked you to stop recording.
I have a witness right here that says I wasn't disturbing anything. Have you done your investigation? There's a witness right there.
Are you his witness, sir?
Yeah.
But they've asked him to leave multiple times?
Well, I recorded. It was about stop recording.
Okay.
And he's just public. It was a recording. He wants to record public forum.
And their feelings do not trump my rights. You're the law enforcement. You're not feelings enforcement. This is a public meeting. It's as if I went to city council, just like you guys. If I went to city council and you guys are in city council, even though candidates and people don't want me there, you can't make me leave. It's a public meeting. It's a public meeting.
What kind of meeting is it?
Okay. And I'm a constituent. It's a District 1 special meeting for District 1. I'm a constituent of District 1.
Is it like a city council meeting?
No, it's a candidate meeting for city council.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to her and see what it is that the meeting is and why it is that she's not allowing you to record. I mean, I understand it's a public meeting.
Right.
But like she already explained to you and I told you when I first walked up to you is that it's a private hold on. It's private property.
Yes.
So if she has standing in this building, then I'm going to talk to her and see what we're going to do.
Okay. So
if you just stand out here, I'm going to go talk to her and
sure.
see what we have.
Officer, could I get your name and ID, please? Your name's right there?
Yep.
What's your badge number? 6003. Officer right there, 6003. Deputy,
Yes.
could I get your name and badge number, please?
Gonzalez, 5733.
5733.
My sergeant's coming to talk to you.
Sure, thank you. I didn't get it.
You didn't give it?
I didn't get it.
So when my sergeant gets here, do you want to go by John Doe or?
You could call me a good citizen or the IE informer. I go by the IE informer. Yeah. You guys are doing a good job too. Thank you guys for not violating my rights.
Just gotta make sure we do everything legally,
Yeah.
everything the way. And that's why we're just gonna have the watch commander come down here so we can talk with her, talk
Yeah.
with you, figure out a good solution to go with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, a lot of people get upset. I understand that, but the Constitution is the Constitution.
Yeah.
And you guys were law enforcement, not feelings enforcement. If they're going to trespass me, that's fine. I don't have a problem being trespassed. I'll walk away and just do what I got to do. That's why I left there, so they can continue to have their meeting. I could have stayed in there until you guys got here, but I said, I'm going to come. I wasn't going to leave because they had already called you. That's the only reason I stayed here, because I haven't done anything wrong, in my opinion. Now, like I said, you guys have the authority to trespass me or ask me to leave. That's fine. We can address that at another time or another day. So thank you guys for not violating my rights.
We get a call, we get a...
Yeah, you got to come
see
out.
what we can do to help, see
Right.
what the issue is, what the problem
Yeah.
is. If it's going to be something against the law,
Yeah.
if it's going to be a civil issue,
Right.
what have you.
Mhm.
And once we figure out where we're going with that,
Sure,
then we
sure.
can...
Good to see you. Yes. Yes, you got to come so we can do lunch. You keep saying we're going to do that.
I will
Yeah.
reach out to you. This
Okay.
is my daughter, Ray.
Oh, how are you? Good to see you. You're pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, and another thing is, I've been in this town since 1977. I'm a military vet, all that other stuff like that. There's a lot of bad blood because a lot of us were candidates and stuff, so it's a lot of political stuff going on too.
What branch did you serve?
Air Force. I was stationed at March when it was active and everything. I was here when the racetrack was here. Like, there's another guy in there named Roy Bleckert. He's been here longer than I've been here. So I've been here since I was like 7 years old. My parents were in the military and stuff like that. So
What are you, about 42?
51, probably 52. Yeah. But
I'd give you 40.
But a lot of it is, a lot of us are politically rivals and stuff like that. So that's another of the animosity and stuff. Because I sunk her campaign because I'm in the press, right? So when you go out, I don't just talk about you. I go get public documents and I say, boom, here it is.
Yeah.
And so she's mad about that. There's a lot of bad blood in here. But I just came in here, sat in the back, set up like I usually do, and was doing what I want to do. I know they don't like it, but it's the Constitution. It's just like if we went to the mall. They have their rules. It's a private thing, but it's open to the public.
Yeah.
So just because they have rules, that's not a law. The Constitution is the law. I can record. You can't stop me from recording. I was telling her she was doing a Bain Act. I got it on camera. She's blocking my camera. That's illegal. But you
How's
don't.
it illegal?
You're not allowed to block a person's camera on purpose. That's a Bain Act violation. Or it's one of those acts. It's illegal to do that on purpose. If you just if I'm just shooting like right now and you just happen to stand where she is, or you're standing right there, that's not a violation because you're not doing it intentionally. She's doing it intentionally. And I'm a member of the press. And I know people say, well, you got to have credentials. That's not necessarily true. That's just something that's, to make them look legit. There's nowhere you can go and there's going to give you press credentials other than your organization. So. Yeah, but a lot of people think that you got to have some kind of credentials. It's just not true.
Oh, okay.
We actually have a 50 that's my famous podcast for the Edgemont community, which is this building, and it's supervised by Edgemont Community Services. But EWC is on.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I was recording, they're like, you don't have my permission to take my picture. You're in public. There's no expectation of privacy in public. A lot of people don't know that. And it's kind of a good educational thing for a lot of people that they don't
Same
know.
as when people talk to us.
Yeah, same thing. Like I said, I don't know all the laws. You guys definitely don't know all the laws. I'm not saying you don't, but you guys, there's no way anybody can know all the laws.
There are so many laws that no one person can know all.
Exactly. But we have smartphones, so we can look stuff up, which helps. But yeah, so. But I happen to know I haven't done anything wrong. So, if a public event, private event, doesn't trump my right to record. It just doesn't. It doesn't matter what sign you put up, what you ask. I mean, you can ask me to do it. Doesn't mean I have to do it. So.
This is IE Informer.
How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Albert Martinez.
Good.
So what's going on?
Gonzalez?
I guess the Edgemont Women's Club is throwing it's a public event, but they set rules on the forum that they can't be videotaping inside because what she's saying is that they set those rules and then watch the stuff on social media, in regards to the videos or whatever. She said she asked this gentleman multiple times to stop recording.
And I said no.
That she even tripped on his tripod and that there was multiple other people that tripped on his tripod.
Not true. I got it on video, but go ahead.
And he just refused to stop recording. That's why they called him here.
Public event? Or
Public
were you
event.
Invited?
It's a public event.
And were you invited? Or
It's a public event. It was broadcast on Facebook.
Okay.
Things like that. I'm the IE Informer. I've been here for 40-something years. I have a constitutional right. It's a constitutionally protected activity to freedom of the press. Press shirt. Sat in the back of the room. Wasn't disturbing anybody. Just recording. They asked me to stop recording.
Did you know anything about them not allowing recording or anything like that?
It doesn't matter if they like it or not. It doesn't trump the Constitution. Their feelings doesn't trump the Constitution.
I know, but did you know that that's one of the rules that they have?
It doesn't matter.
No, the question is, did you know that that was one of the
No.
rules that they had?
Had no idea.
Okay. They didn't have it on the flyer or however you did.
No, I got the word of the meeting by word of mouth.
Okay.
Because it's a public meeting.
Got it.
It has to do with the
You
District
go-
1 candidates. I'm a longtime resident of District 1. It's information. It doesn't matter what their rules are. The Constitution is the Constitution. I know they don't like it.
The only difference is that once it's inside a building
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this, there is an expectation of privacy.
No,
It's
because
not
it's a
like
public
it's open.
meeting. It's an open meeting because this is for City Council. It's an open meeting. It's not the same thing,
Oh,
sir.
so this is for city council?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Okay.
But you understand though,
No,
inside a house or something like that?
Yeah. And I understand this is private property. Trust me, I've been doing this for a long time. I understand this is private property, but once they open it to the public, it's like going to a city council meeting. You guys might not like me in there, You might not like me recording because they have their own recording
You
devices.
say us guys.
Well, I know the sheriffs do the security up there.
Okay.
And they have their own recording devices. They would prefer that we not record.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what you prefer. Your feelings don't matter. It's the law. I can record.
What law is that?
First Amendment. Freedom of the press.
As far as I know, so what press company do you work for?
Freedom of the press.
I know. What press company do you work for?
Me.
So you just work for yourself?
Yes.
And then what? Are you an online blogger? Or?
Online blogger and all that. I'm known as the IE Informer.
Okay. Is
Right.
that like Facebook, Instagram? Or?
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. But the point is, that's why the Constitution was written. The Constitution says each and every one of us are press. We have the reason to be the press. And like I was telling them, another problem that they have here is because I'm press, I sank a lot of their campaigns. We're all candidate connected. I ran for district. I sunk her campaign because I don't just talk about
who's
you.
Here or?
Denise, LaDonna Jimson, the one you were talking to with the white skin, she just tried to do a coup a couple months ago. We exposed that and things like that. So there's a lot of bad blood because of what I do as the press. Everybody wants to suppress, they don't want their dirt being shown. I go get documents, I drop it on you. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Let me go talk to my wife.
Just remember, freedom of the press. It doesn't trump anything. Yeah, but, and you guys know it's like the law because you guys are sovereign. You guys are sovereign citizens, in my opinion. Because you guys think law enforcement for some reason think they're above the law. They have their own thing, but not all of you guys. My cousin is.
We're still getting in trouble.
How many bad cops have you turned in?
I haven't seen one bad cop and they got punished for what they did.
Right. Okay.
But
Personally, you haven't done it.
Myself, I'm not a fan of bad cops.
Right.
I chose this job to
Help.
help people do the right thing.
Right.
See, because especially for me, it's like if someone, I only contact people usually on their worst day of
Yeah.
their lives.
Yeah.
And so I deal with a lot of people that don't like me.
Yeah.
I can deal with that as long as I know, I went home this day and I saved this person from being a victim of a violent crime, person to person, like assault, battery, or a property crime. I'm not going to change the whole world, but if I can change
One person at a time. Exactly.
I'll go from there.
Right. How long have you been on force?
A couple years.
Couple years. Okay. Yeah. I got a cousin. She just made the LA sheriffs over there, and she said they got a gang problem with them. And I'm like, well, you got to do what you got to do.
There's gangs everywhere. We're trying our best to weed down on it, but they're trying their best for us not to.
Right. Like I said, I'm not anti-police. I'm military, pro-police, whatever. I'm for law and order. But the law is to me the biggest thing. The Constitution. Hey, if this was a private event, they said I would understand. I would have left right off the bat, but it's not. And, their feelings are getting involved in this. I mean, it shouldn't be that way, but people are the way they are.
Because to me, I see it as with the public meeting. For me, say if I was holding a meeting and I was going to be private, I'd lock the doors. So
Exactly.
I can't go in.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Right.
Because I know when it comes to my privacy, it's I'm not even sure my privacy. I'm going to lock doors so
Right.
people I don't want inside.
Exactly. Because people always give me the scenario. Well, what if this was your house? Well, this is not my house. This is something different. It's a different building, whatever. What if somebody came in front of your house and was recording? As long as they were on the sidewalk, I have no problem. Nothing I can do about it. I know. We're just such an emotional, community nowadays. It's like the law is the law. It's just like I hear you. You could ask me. I shouldn't do it, but it's within my right. I got to do it. But most of the time, I'm very cordial. If she would have said, "Hey, Donovan, hey, it's for the public. Why don't you want people?" I kept asking him that. Why don't you want people to see this? What's going on here? What are you hiding? That's why the press is so important. So we can dig up the dirt.
You should get a press jacket because you seem cold right
Well, yeah, right now I didn't know I was going. I thought I was going to get kicked out earlier.
now.
So, but yeah. But a lot of this is just bad blood. They just, it's Donovan, get him. He sank my campaign, or he did this to me, and I did what I did. The one lady, she tried to steal the seat in a quorum at city council with 2 people. And so I went down to the district attorney, turned in my paperwork, and said, no, this is a violation of the Brown Act, blah, blah, blah. And I was right. And so they're all mad because they made her get off the seat. I mean, it was just a big embarrassment thing. It's just a constant thing. And I just stand up for what's right. And like right now, I used to work with these people. But then I went to the other side because, I found some things about what they were doing. So it's just, it's political banter. And you know what's been going on in Moreno Valley with the warehousing and the crazy meetings. And that's all it is, And they just get their personal feelings about, like me, I could take my personal feelings out of it. I'm just here to be the press. I wasn't interacting with anybody. I know everybody. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm going to stand right here and record you. Donovan, please stop recording. No. I'm going to record because I think this is important that the people need to know what these candidates are saying. And, and they can do what they want, But the rules are. It doesn't matter what the rules are. I could go into Child Protective Services, right? And let's say there's children there. They don't like me to take pictures of kids. Nobody wants to do that, but I could do it.